Alright, so I want you to write this example on the top of page 30. It shouldn't take up too much room, and then we'll put our foldable underneath it. I want you to write out this whole thing, so pause the video, write out this whole thing. I think maybe part of the problem that we had on our last test is that we weren't used to seeing problems written in a mathematical format. So you're used to doing things but not seeing them written in such a way that it's mathematical. So here I'm having you do an actual problem. It says let a point equal 4, negative 3. And that's going to be on the terminal side of theta. So that means we need to draw a diagram. We need to have an angle theta, and its terminal side needs to contain the point 4, negative 3. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I need to go down 3. So my point's going to be over here. So here's my initial side, and here's my terminal side. So that means my angle goes all the way around here, theta. And I'm going to put P equals 4, negative 3. So now let's read what it tells us to do. It says find each of the 6 trig functions of theta. That means we need to find sine, cosine, tangent, and then the reciprocals, cosecant, secant, and cotangent. Alright, so how do we do that from this? Well, the first thing that you need to realize is by giving us a point, we can draw a vertical line to the x-axis and create a triangle. Now, from what we just learned, we know that the base of the triangle is 4 units long, and the height of this triangle is 3 units. So we can find r using the Pythagorean theorem. Hopefully, you recognize this triangle and you know that r is 5 units long. But just in case you don't believe me, I'll do the formula. R equals the square root of 4 squared plus negative 3 squared, which is going to be 16 plus 9, which is the square root of 25, which is 5. So, there we go. Proved it to you. So now we have the values of x, y, and r. R is 5, x is 4, and y is 3. Actually, I'm sorry, it's negative 3. So now we're just going to plug these values in. So sine of theta is y over r. That means negative 3 over 5. And cosecant's the reciprocal, so that's going to be negative 5 over 3. Cosine, if we look over here, is x over r, which we can also tell by looking at our diagram. It's going to be 4 over 5, adjacent over hypotenuse. And so over here, the reciprocal is going to be 5 over 4. Lastly, tangent, it's y over x, so we're going to do negative 3 over 4, and the reciprocal is negative 4 over 3. So all we're doing here is redefining these trig functions to fit a coordinate grid. And yes, you can have negative trig functions. We're going to learn more about that tomorrow. But if they do pop up, don't worry about it. Yes, you can have negative ratios whenever the angle is greater than 90 degrees.